All right, y'all. I know I'm late, but here is day one of 72 hours in Atlanta. Y'all, this was a great trip. Look how beautiful that sky was. So we got to our hotel. It was really nice. Y'all, we got in the car so Ben could surprise me at a restaurant that I really liked in Houston. It was named Meows. Well, they have one in Atlanta, and she actually sold it, and they changed the name to New Orleans. So, y'all, we pulled up. I was so excited. Look at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I was so excited, y'all. I was happy. I was ready. Why? Everything was horrible, y'all. The service was horrible. I'm talking about they didn't sit us outside where we were supposed to sit. Y'all, they gave us 8 oysters instead of 12. Then they thought we was lying, wanted to count our oysters to check us. Like, come on now. Then the food was pretty good, except for y'all these red beans and rice I had. It looks like slop. Like, there's no way they thought I was eating that, baby. Take that back. I don't want that. But the restaurant itself was beautiful. Like, it has a lot of potential. It was upstairs and downstairs. It was really nice. You know, they just need better management, a better promotion team, and they might do good. But and all, I had a great first night. You know, we went to our hotel that had a rooftop bar, so we went to chill up there for a little bit before we called it a night. But honestly, day one was great. Just Niao service is horrible. I might need to do another video on just them. Okay, so here's day 2 of 72 hours in Atlanta. First stop is we were supposed to go to Toast on Lennox for brunch, but they were so busy that we had to just go somewhere else. So we went to this really nice Mexican restaurant. The food was great. The service was great. It was a good choice. We enjoyed it. We loved it. So after that, y'all, we had to get ready to go on this Black History tour that Ben had scheduled for us. So while we're on the way there, we ran into this Comic-Con festival, and everyone out there was dressed up in some kind of Marvel costume or whatever character superhero they liked. It was really nice, and it was really interesting to see. Then at the start of our tour, y'all, we went into this black seamstress shop, and she had this adoption picture of that I loved so much. Our next stop was the Martin Luther King's church, where his mom, Alberta, was actually killed inside of there. Then we went to see his memorial. We saw a couple of quotes that was really nice. His whole memorial was very nice. So when you walk a little bit down the street, you end up running into his birth home. Now, we didn't get to do the tour of the birth home because you have to schedule that tour with someone else. But just to see the outside of his home was nice, and the home was beautiful. Then when you turn around across the street, there are a bunch of homes that are considered historical landmarks, so they can't be touched or sold. Then we went by his high school. We also went by the home that him and Coretta lived in. And Coretta actually lived there a couple of years before she passed away. Then so after that, we went by like Morehouse and stuff. We passed by a few restaurants like Kirk and Rashida's. We saw Sierra's Glam Shop. We even saw Candy's Old Lady Gang. So then we kind of rode through the city a little bit, and we saw the graffiti all over the wall. It kind of just reminded me of Austin, or kind of how Houston is starting to look with all the portraits and stuff on the wall. So that was kind of cool to see. So then, y'all, we went by Tyler Perry's studio. I can't believe this man has over 500 acres of land where he's actually able to produce and record all of his shows and movies. So then we ended up seeing the original Medea house, which was nice to see. We went by the Mercedes-Benz Stadium again. Then, y'all, we went and got on these scooters. I did not expect these scooters to be so fast and so much fun, but I enjoyed myself. I would definitely do it again. So then, y'all, we happened to stumble up upon a food festival by the name of the Taste of Soul. So that was nice. It was full of black-owned businesses, but I mean, Atlanta's predominantly black, so that's inevitable. We had these wings, and y'all, that drink tasted like a daiquiri or like a hurricane. It was so strong. So then after that, we rode around a little bit. We saw the Peachtree sign. Made sure I took a picture of it, and then we went back to our hotel. All right, y'all. So here's day 3 of 72 hours in Atlanta. First stop that morning was Esco. This was the one on Peter Street. The drinks were really good. The food was really good. The service was cool. It was a nice spot. I think that was 2 Chainz restaurant, if I'm not mistaken. Then we ended up going to the World of Coke Museum. This was really fun, and this was something I was really excited about because growing up, I always drank Coca-Cola. I don't drink it as much now, but it was one of my favorite drinks. We got to learn a little bit about, you know, the fact that Coca-Cola was started by a pharmacist who was trying to find, you know, cures for headaches, stomach aches, and things like that. We got to try over hundreds of different Coke products, different flavored Cokes and everything. I think the lady said try Italy. So if y'all go there, try that one. After that, we was chilling in the car for a little bit, talking before we ended up going inside of Trap City Cafe. Trap City Cafe was pretty cool. We only had drinks from there because honestly we were kind of still full from the food that we had ate, you know, earlier. The restaurant was really nice. Like T.I. did his thing with this one. The drinks was really good. The ambiance and just the view, the vibe, everything was great. So after that, we got up, y'all. We ended up booking Escape the Trap. That was cool. So whenever you do the Escape the Trap part, you get to view the museum for free. So you don't have to wait in that long line at the Trap Museum when you book the Escape the Trap. So I advise everybody to book that because you get both experiences in one. The Trap Museum was really nice. It was really everything he provided in there had all like the information about each artist, which was pretty cool. His closet was pretty cool. He had his real awards in there, so that was nice to see. You know, he had Bun B and Pimp C on the wall. I had to get that. Everything was just, it was a cool little spot. Like I advise everybody that if you can book the Escape the Trap room, do it. And then do the museum. I couldn't record the Escape the Trap either though, y'all, because they want to kind of keep it a secret, but it's fun. Like everybody should do it if you've never done an escape room before. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the day. And this is just a last little video of everything before we left out. It was a vibe. The workers were cool, you know. They were worth the tip, so we tipped them real good. That was cool. So after that, y'all, we went to Pour Tap Room in the Midtown area. It was like over like 80 to 100 different beers on tap. Now, we didn't even get any beer or anything like that. We just kind of went for the food. But the vibe here was really nice. You know how they say in Atlanta, it's a vibe. The decorations, just everything was pretty cool. Now the service, 3 out of 10. Like, why are you on the phone with your friend and you're supposed to be taking my order? But hey, that was pretty much every restaurant we went to. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the whole Atlanta trip was ghetto. But I mean, I guess you gotta love the ghetto. Oh, y'all, Bojangles, just as ghetto. I promise you, everywhere we went, y'all, I had a ghetto experience. But it was fun. I just don't know when I'm going back.